Today's Thursday, and I had the group supervision for my class. I presented. I actually was able to go to bed last night early, so I was able to wake up energized. I also worked out after class, which was really good. It felt good to go back to working out. I love that even though I take time off from working out, that I still am not losing my strength. So that's good, but I was finding myself getting tired more. So just being consistent, as you all know, in the gym is what's helpful. I am at work right now. I am working on some videos, editing some videos that I've already recorded, and then I was going to read my Bible and watch a sermon. Work right now is slow, so I'll see if it picks up or anything like that. But yeah, this is another vlog of what I've been doing during the week. So today is Saturday, and I am actually at the vet because it is time for Scooby's annual checkup. And so I got here a little early, and so I'm just sitting in the car reading, and it's raining out, so it's a little gloomy. And then I have 3 clients today. All 3 of them are in person, so I have some time before I have to go to the office after Scooby's appointment. So I'm gonna chill for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to the office. Hopefully all 3 shows up with it raining. But the book that I'm reading right now is Sins of a Billionaire Bishop, right here, which is pretty good so far. This is like
crazy.
So it's basically, let me read the synopsis for you, because you guys know I don't really read. It's long. So Bishop Anthony Fuller is the charismatic leader of one of Texas's most powerful mega churches, a man whose soulful singing, anointed touch, blessed oil, and booming ministry have made him a spiritual giant and a billionaire. But behind the pulpit's glow lies a storm of secrets. After more than 20 years of marriage, Bishop Fuller shocks his congregation by divorcing his devoted wife and marrying a stunning, much younger bride. The church is still buzzing from the scandal when tragedy strikes. The bishop's sprawling estate becomes a crime scene, and the new first lady is found brutally murdered. As the media swarms and the congregation reels, police chase a shocking suspect, Bryson Fuller, the bishop's own son. Seen fleeing the Fuller estate in a panic, the headlines call it the scandal of the century, until an even darker revelation emerges. The bishop's former wife has a hidden identity so explosive it threatens to upend the entire Fuller legacy. In a world where power is prized, blessings come with strings, and laying of the hands takes on a whole different meaning, nothing is as holy as it seems. Twists and betrayals lurk behind every scripture, and salvation may be the most dangerous illusion of all. Fasten your seatbelt. Sins of a Billionaire Bishop is a full-throttle, baby oil anointed roller coaster of faith, lust, lies, and the price of playing God. And so I am in chapter 4, and it's like kicking off from the very beginning, which I love a book that is just like gets to the point. So I am curious to see how it all is going to unfold. I will check back in once I get a little bit more headway. So far, the bishop is being interrogated because his new wife, obviously is murdered. And of course, usually the suspect is the one that's closest to the person. And so we got to the point where we found out the big secret about the new wife. And now they brought in his son. So that's who they're about to interrogate next. And so that's where I'm at in the story. and I am excited to keep going. This book is actually keeping my attention, which I'm happy for, because I believe I mentioned in here before that I've been on this like DNF like kick for some reason. I will start a book and just lose interest in it. And so hopefully this is another book that will be able to keep my attention and that I can finish.
Like it's delirium. Like it's delirium.
So I am editing this video that you're watching right now, and I realized that I never gave you an update after Scooby's appointment and where I'm at with the Sins of a Billionaire Bishop. I finished the book. I enjoyed the book. I rated it 4 stars only because the author would describe colors very weird and cringy. Like one person, they described having a paper bag color, and I was just like, this is a little cringy. And just their descriptiveness was really what made it 4 stars. I enjoyed the outline of it, where you know something happened, you kind of have what happened, and you see it through, and then you start getting the backstories of the real characters in the book and how they play into the death. So I know that this book is a 3-part book, and I do intend on finishing the series, because even how it ended a little wrapped up. Like, you don't need to rush to go read the second book, but it does give you some curiosity of what the author would do moving forward with these characters. And so I really am going to finish this series. I don't know when. You guys know I don't like finish a book and then continue in that world just that fast. So I will come back with that, but I wanted to stop in real quick because I realized I never told you all what I thought of the book. So thank you all for watching thus far. Let's get back to the video. I just wanted to come in and check in for a little bit because I haven't been recording as much, but what I have been doing is listening to Audible, and I am listening to The Prophecy, which is really good. It's starring Kerry Washington, and I already listened to the first season of it like way back when, but because I saw that there's a season 2, I re-listened to the first season, and I am just so on board. So just to let you know what it's about, it's really about this modern time people who are experiencing events that happen in the Bible. So Kerry Washington, she plays Mary. She got pregnant. Her husband is Sturtle, and they're trying to figure out like, what is this happening? She's getting these visions and she's like hearing things, and there's other people who are like hearing and seeing the same stuff and being gravitated towards Thomas. And so in season 1 you hear about Daniel. Obviously, you know, like in the lion's den, he was at the zoo, he works there, and somehow he got thrown into the den with the lions. But of course, he just randomly like said the Lord's Prayer, and he said he never said the prayer before. He don't even know how he knew it, but it just came to him and he was fine. You have Jonah, who was actually like a fisherman, but didn't want to go, you know, to where his people were saying that he should go. And so it was just like the whole like biblical experiences playing out. And so you have this detective named Thomas, who is being Thomas, like if you know in the Bible where Thomas was like, Lord, show me the piercing in your hand so that I know it's real. Basically that's what it is in this story as well. Thomas is not believing, but somehow they're all being thrown or gravitating towards him because he holds the key to this darkness that is coming about. Come to find out, in the end of season 1, the president is Luther Bell. That's the name. And so that's supposed to portray the devil, Satan. And so now with season 2, we're kind of catching up on what's going on. We got introduced to Moses the last episode of season 1. And so I'm curious to see what other biblical characters or biblical people are going to come about in season 2. So far it's really good. I'm enjoying it, and I will check back in when I have some more to talk about.
I am headed to run an errand before I go to Bible study, but I wanted to check in again because it's the same day as when I told you that I was listening to the audio. I got off work, showered, and now I'm about to, like I said, do some errands before I have to go to Bible study. But I'm listening to this audiobook, which is called The Prophecy, and it is really getting so good. Like, the guy that plays Luther or Satan, he is Giancarlo. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to say his first name, and I don't even know what's one of his like prominent roles, and forgive me if, because I know once I like look him up, and I'm gonna put it on here as far as maybe some of the prominent roles that or movies that he's done that you've seen. But I love him as an actor, which is funny because I can't even think of something, right? But I love him as an actor, and then his voice is so distinctive that by just listening to the audio, if you didn't know who was cast in this, you would have known, like, okay, that's him. Like, he has a distinctive voice, like Bing Raines has a distinctive voice, Samuel Jackson has a distinctive voice, Denzel Washington. Like, you know how you just kind of like hear the voice and you automatically know who it belongs to? He's like that as well. And so every time that he pops up, I'm just like so excited because I can very like imagine and envision, you know, what's going on. Also, Kerry Washington is being Kerry Washington, where, you know, she does the fast talk like she did as Olivia Pope in Scandal. She is acting her behind off by just audio, which is so amazing. That just credits how good of an actress she is, because she is just so amazing. Like, you can tell the language, the verbal gymnastics that she does with these scripts. And so she's kind of one of the main characters, I would say. Like I said, she's playing Mary, as far as like the Virgin Mary. And so she has like a main role. So you listen to her all the time, but she is just so awesome, so amazing. I'm really, really enjoying this audio. I'm glad I stumbled upon it. And I will check back in once I get further along. I am on, what is this, episode 3 of season 2. So I finished season 1, and now I'm on season 2, and I'm on episode 3. So yeah, I'll check back in. I believe it's 8 episodes in this season. If not, I will put it up here. But yeah, I will see you all soon.
Hungry, I could. Good luck finding your friend.
You know, I may have seen your friend. There was a woman with a baby. She went in the back, and then I saw Plymouth Bronco ride off.
What color? Did you see which direction they were heading?
Blue. I think they were headed south, but with a roadblock. That was rude.
We can stay out in Nashville if we take State Road 41.
Good. Less people get ideas.
Moses, I need to ask you something. The sheriff back there mentioned a shoplifter at the gas station.
Ryan.
I think the National Guard to handle criminal arrests in states affected by food shortages all over the country. Look, judge me if you want, but soon people will be stealing more than maps. The only way to stay safe is to trust your gun.
It's nightfall. Could Sam and Delilah be in Venezuela by now?
I don't know. They have each other. I'm sure they're fine.
We were right to trust Claire. So I have to believe my dream will lead down to Jaime. I have to do the fires. I have to get this out here inside our house.
Sure. Can you use those cars?
Huge auditorium, vulnerable people, mystery stew. What could go wrong?
Just go and sit down. Muchas gracias.
What would Jaime be doing here?
Hopefully keeping a low profile.
All right, settle down, everybody. All right, hey, thank you. Criminales secuestraron a mi esposa, pero un nuevo amigo de Venezuela, el señor Luther Bell, ha garantizado su regreso seguro.
I can't make out what he's saying.
He says his wife was kidnapped by rebels, and Luther Bell helped him rescue her.
Bell es parte de una nueva alianza para garantizar que las personas y los recursos de nuestro país están protegidos. Por eso he apoyado su tratado de comercio seguro. Por una Venezuela más próspera.
Sam.
Clear. Hey, this trip's not a waste. Okay, we're right in the heart of Munchtown territory. There must be some intel here that can help us either to expose Bell or to get a step ahead of his plans.
You're right. I'm sorry. It's just... This is what I saw while reporting in Afghanistan. His manipulation tactics that cost civilians their lives.
We're not going to let it happen again. All right, come on. Let's search these rooms. The Morning Stars may be meticulous, but mercenaries aren't.
The fire burned out. The warmth has gone away. The fire burned out, darling. The warmth has gone away. You turned turned so cold on
I should be finishing up the audio, but I just got finished with a client and I want to take a break and actually read my physical book of The Fall of the House of Tatterley. So if you've seen my video that I did early this year as far as my 2026 book resolutions of books that I wanted to read each month for this year, this book was one of them, but I have not been following that schedule. I haven't picked up any of those books since my last reading vlog of when I did pick it up. I have been reading, just not those books. And that's why I don't actually do like TBRs or anything like that, because I am a mood reader through and through. And I'm actually enjoying this book. That's why I'm trying to get through it, but I'm only like this much done and I have that much to go. And for some reason, I'm realizing that I am able to read faster on my Kindle versus physically reading a book. I feel like I'm reading so slow, but on my Kindle, I be moving and moving. So I want to get through this. I'm on chapter 4, which I probably showed y'all that in my last video. But I want to at least get to chapter maybe 6. I want to finish chapter 6. And then I think that will be a good incentive for me to read on my Kindle. So that's the goal right now, is to finish 4 that I'm on, read all of 5, read all of 6, and then I will come back to you guys. The book is entertaining. Like, it's not dragging, it's not boring. It's just a physical book. I know if I had the audio or if I had the Kindle, I would have been through this book more than what I am now. But let me quit yapping so that I can go ahead and read my chapters.
baby, and you'll miss my love someday. The fire burned out, it's fading slow and deep. The fire burned out, darling, it's fading slow and deep. I'll keep on moving forward, but I'll cry myself to sleep. The fire burned out, it's gonna go for good. The fire burned out, oh, it's gone for good. One day I'll open my heart again, just like I always knew I should. Oh, you know I'm free now.
So as you can tell, I have reached chapter 7. I am enjoying this book. Like I said, it's not that I'm not enjoying it. I really am enjoying it. I think it's just because it's a physical copy, and I'm always trying to read a physical copy towards the end of the day is what's making me drag with reading this. But chapter 4 kind of wrapped up about so we have Theo, who is basically the main character. He is able to see ghosts. It kind of runs in his family, but the family, some members in the family are getting different powers within the ghost realm. Like, some can hear ghosts but not see them. Theo is able to see and hear the ghosts, and he kind of gets it from his grandfather. His mission or job is basically to help them forward into crossing over. And so for the 4, 5, and 6 of what I read is basically they were at this museum and a ghost was there, and then all of a sudden they meet this ghost. It's a girl, little girl, and then all of a sudden there's like this screeching noise, and the ghost girl gets very scared. And there's this, like, they call this woman a hag, H-A-G. The hag is like chasing after them. in terrifying the little ghost girl. But now they just realized that the hag was able to break glass, and a lot of ghosts aren't able to do that. And so that's where it kind of like left off. But they did describe that with these ghosts, if they're see-through, that means they just recently passed. But then as they become ghosts for a long period of time, they start to look like flesh. And so when he touched one of them, it was like solid. It was felt like touching a real person. And so he made an indicator that, oh, this person must have been dead for a long time. And then also he's with his cousin, who is not able to see the ghost, but she's able to hear them, and they're like possessing her body. And he doesn't like that, but she's like, she doesn't mind because they're not hurting her. But he's like, no, they can hurt you. And so there's a little bit of that going on. And this is obviously like middle grade, I would say, or definitely not YA. I would say more of middle grade, talking about ghosts and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm still spooked a little bit. It don't take much for me to get spooked. But I'm going to stop right here in this book, and then I will let you know what I decide to pick up in my Kindle.
Honey, I'm free from your chain. Oh, free. Now, honey, I'm free from your chain. And now that we're just memories, all I can do is bless your name.
I just finished season 2 of The Prophecy, and I really enjoyed it. It ended with us being introduced to Noah, which I thought was a nice touch. But both of these, season 1 and season 2, is making me think of The Promised Land that is on YouTube. It is a Christian-based show that really depicts how Moses led, the Israelites to the promised land, or trying to go to the promised land, and just it made it more modernized. It was set up, or the way that it's edited is kind of like The Office, which I've never seen The Office, but just from clips of The Office and then how other people describe the Promised Land show, it's like they say it's like The Office. And this, The Prophecy, kind of reminds me of that, because they give biblical people, but make them more modernized as far as their personalities, what's going on. And so if you haven't watched The Promised Land, I do recommend watching The Promised Land. The Prophecy, I will rate it a 5. Season 1 was a 5. Season 2 is a 5. Now this one came out 2023, so I'm not too sure if they're going to do another one, because I'm looking right now on my phone, but the first season was the first season was 2022, and then this season was, let me see, 2025. So they may do another season, hopefully. I'm really enjoying it, and I mean, they're doing biblical people, so that can go for days, as far as coming up with scenarios and tying it to this storyline. But I enjoyed it. I thought I was going to read some more in my Kindle. I decided not to. I just decided to finish this audio, which I'm glad that I did. So if you haven't listened to The Prophecy season 1, by all means do so. If you've already listened to season 1, listen to season 2 if you haven't, because it is really good. It's really entertaining.